all that work you did?
For nothing. Even though we're measuring it all, and it should work, right there, that's kind of what it's gonna look like when it's set up.
Oh my God. Oh, they're alive too.
That's crazy. I was like, what's this weird pattern? And I realized, oh my God. All right, we're back in the fish room with Dean. Today is the sweaty day, the plumbing day. Had the brilliant idea, if we turn all these around, we can dry fit everything. Even though we're measuring it all, and it should work, we want to make sure it works when we're trying to put it in against the wall. So if we build it in reverse here, so like this end will actually be over there when we reverse it, cut all the ones that go in between and put marks so they go in all the way the same distance. We can glue it all up. Hopefully it'll be easier. It's still a pain in the butt process.
And we've already cut all of the pipe so there's a 1/4 inch drop each tank.
Yeah, and so what he's talking about,
we have to slope the drain.
Yep, each one of these pieces right here, every piece gets a 1/4 inch drop so that the water will flow out of the building. Right. Plumbing parts have gone up, let me tell you. Woo, it has gotten crazy.
Wood's starting to drop and plumbing's gone up.
It's turning out to be a much more expensive project than I had wanted or anticipated, but we just got to do it right. We're just chiming in. I was working on a bunch of pieces, so you can see all the plumbing parts we had to buy. But I had to make all of these, again, if you guys followed the first build. These are the water change. So we put the water tube in, this is the main feeding. Water goes through here, comes out. So I'm making this part. And that's what goes in and changes the water. Dean already made the part for air, so this part right here. So that's already mocked up and we think that's gonna work for the top row. So we're doing each row. So there'll be water, drain, and air for the top, and then the bottom. Then we're gonna go to Home Depot and get more cinder blocks and swear words. If we're super good at our jobs today, we'll be able to flip a button and water will go in. I don't know if we'll hit that today. Maybe.
Maybe on this rack. Or
right.
maybe just on the top.
Well, we could do on one because we have to put in a whole nother line and we have to put in a whole solenoid and I got to program it. So
that's right.
There's a little bit of, you know, even if we prep all the parts, there's still going to be like, oh yeah, we got to wire it. We got to do some things. Not that that takes forever, but yeah, once I get back from Europe, I might be able to order what's supposed to go in here, which they haven't seen the previous video, so they haven't guessed what's coming yet.
No one's guessed yet, right?
Yeah, they haven't had a chance, so.
Okay.
All right, putting it down, getting back to work. All right, Dean, go look at how many snail shells I just found in the FX6.
Oh my God. Oh, they're alive too.
Yeah, they're alive, but all of those, like
plus all of these.
That's crazy. I was like, what's this weird pattern? And I realized, oh my God, those are snail shells.
Oh my goodness.
All the ones that got away from Ladybird.
Where are the, oh, these are in.
I could not believe that.
That's just a massive amount. Those are the dead ones.
Yeah.
These are the live ones.
Like there's just like handfuls.
Yeah.
It's good for the calcium.
Probably is, yep. We got babies in here, did you know that?
Yeah. Super red longfin. Yep. They're doing good. But Dean's got it over here, yeah, mostly mocked up.
So now I'm gonna figure out how to glue this such that we can just glue one tank at a time.
Yeah.
I have left these loose for any potential.
Yeah, when we put it in, if it's like, ooh, we were actually a little bit off, we can work the bulkhead a little bit.
All right.
All right, well, oh, another light burned out. Awesome. Right there. That's why I'm getting rid of this system. Seemed good at the time, not good for longevity. All right, back to snail shell duty. I'm gonna get poked so many times.
All just done by the numbers, right?
In theory.
This is all glued up.
Measured twice, cut once.
Ready to go. And look, there's no glue on the floor, thanks to Amazon cardboard boxes.
That's right.
There's no glue on me, except for my fingers. You can't avoid that.
Gloves. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
all right.
Is this straight? And it is. Look at that.
We can't really explain that or show that on camera, but believe us, it looks like it's sloped correctly.
This is awesome.
Yeah. I'll show you the grave mistake I made. So in the 800 gallon, I learned a fabulous way to clean out your intake of your canister filter. And that is, hook it up backwards. It'll blow all the crap in your intake right out into the tank. So now I've got an auto water change going. Yeah, it blew everything off the intake back there and into the tank. So accidental, but kind of, I might actually use that trick over here because it's really hard to get these intakes in and out. And so if you look at this intake, snail shells and valve. Someone's chomping the valve. I think it might be the Siamese alligators, I'm not sure, but gotta clean this one at some point today as well. Maybe when we get back from the hardware store. Somehow duckweed got in here. I don't know how, but that's why I'm cleaning out the filters, getting the flow going and everything. So hopefully it'll go over the drain. That's the goal here, is that now the flow pattern changed, but it'll just flow over. That's my goal. So we'll see. To Lowe's we go. Don't disappoint us, Lowe's.
So this is repurposing 101. We basically took out the water line that used to do the totes that were here. Spacing is close to the same. What I did is I centered one here, kind of. We'll cut it there and put a T in. That way we'll get this tank and the cap tank. Got this tank, got this tank, got this tank, and we got this tank here. And then we'll probably end up putting a cut here and shortening it when we get this, when we do the second row, because there's not enough.
Right, we gotta modify that, but we'll get to reuse most of it.
We will reuse all of it. And all that work you did?
For nothing. Well, they'll be ready for the store.
Or the bottom row.
Because the store...
We are gonna have to add some more on the bottom row. So yeah, so we'll use them there.
You guys missed it. It's like I got shot. The air cap blew off and went that way with all the pressure while we were moving that airline. It's kind of funny.
The cap came off the air?
Yeah, because we never glued it because you don't need to, really.
Right.
I mean, you guys should, but we didn't. Well, the fish room is 10 times more tore up than when we begun. But we've got some of the lines in, top and bottom, no drains yet. And then we're dismantling this corner because we want to hide plumbing coming around the corner because you might be able to see that corner. And so that means the bench had to come out, had to move this, like it's just
one thing after another.
Making more mess, but it'll come back together eventually.
I mean, a famously bend PVC now.
All right, looks like you already have there one time. It's funny how we could be 5 hours in and like, it's only looking worse. Gotta use a heat gun. It's a good $20 Amazon purchase.
No kidding.
They're like 50 if you go to Home Depot.
And they all do the same thing.
Yep. Just supersonic hair dryer.
Heat things up. I mean, if you do want to remove hair from your arms, it works really good. Smells a little bit, but hours later. God, so good.
I'm just continuing to film just so when this lines up perfectly, it won't be continuous segment. And then we'll think we changed it. Because I think it's going to be really close once you actually put it in.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And we save money because PVC is getting really expensive. A fitting, we saved $1 by heating it up. That's kind of a, well, more than $1 because we might have been able to use a 45 to do that.
We made it cool.
It's true, we did make it cool. You know, that heat gun's paying itself off. Not that it hasn't a million times already for you anyway. Yeah, you want to go find you a zip tie?
Yeah.
Camera's got to go off for it. All right, we'll try them back in later.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be tired. My phone with gloves.
Dean's back.
No, I can't.
It's another day. You need special gloves, Dean. The internet is going to tell you how you're wrong and how you should get different gloves for an hour right now. Okay. We're back. We picked up more. First trip to Home Depot already. If you wondered what 36 bricks look like or cinder blocks, that is that. Day number 2 on, well, 3 on this build really, but we're ready to start putting stuff in. That's kind of a cool shot. You can see right there, that's kind of what it's gonna look like when it's set up. Dean's gluing them in. Just like that. Making sure there's not too much glue on the inside, so that way the parts we'll want to put on the inside go in easy.
And you got to remember, this black cement, you got to hold it for about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's a much longer dry time.
And it tends to push itself off. Oh, the water, connect the water.
Yep. It's a push fitting, which is nice.
Got to air.
Not bad, Dean. All the prep work, even though it's been 2.5 days of prep work. This is gonna go pretty quick now.
I think so.
Only got 16 more to go. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Dean says, get the video, I'm getting on the rack. That's when you know something dumb's about to happen.
No.
I can get a better view over here, I think.
We're just gluing tanks together. The racks will hold all 135 pounds of me.
Yep. I made sure they'd hold my 145.
Yep. No doubt. Check out how easy this goes together. It just slides right in there.
Measure 216 times, cut once.
Yeah.
Don't tighten the bulkheads till you're done.
Hook up the water, we're done. Oh, wipe out the inside.
Yep. All right, I'm putting this down so I can either clean or help.
Yes. And it looks like we planned on a 1/4 inch in between.
That makes about right sense.
That makes better sense, right?
Gotta vacuum these when we're done too.
And I think like you said, we're gonna have to tug them into place.
What do you mean?
When we get water in them. So
oh yeah, so they'll sit where we want them, yeah. I think, yeah.
This one has a spider web in it.
No.
I'm scared of spiders.
1 hour later.
We're working on plumbing this last tank in for now. Mostly just not draining water on the floor. We've got a little bit of water in each of these. We need to adjust them a little bit just for gaps and stuff. So we haven't done that yet either. But we're hoping to get to dinner tonight still. The first tank that we're doing of the Custom Aquariums. So ultra clear glass on, I paid for front and 2 sides. And the back is black enamel. So we're gonna plumb in the bulkhead just so it can drain right there. You know, we're not gonna fill it today or anything. It'll autofill over time while I'm basically in Europe. But we just wanna make sure that we've got it going. So I'll tempt you guys, you'll see it a little bit later, but retail packaging on the Aquariumcoop lights. We're hoping to get them in before Christmas. You know, these are the final prototypes before they go to final print runs. Because we've been waiting a long time working on it. And the first one's gonna go on that tank, hopefully before we're done today. All right, Dean just blew my mind with a carpenter trick.
A carpenter trick.
Yeah.
So how many of you have got these little sticky tab things and you go, how do I get to the center really easy, right?
Yeah, I get to the center, I just don't get it to it easy, and usually I just eyeball it.
So you go like, okay, maybe it goes here, maybe it goes here. But if you're measuring the outside of the tank and you go and you put this here, then you got, like in my case, 34 inches left. What's half of that? 17. Come over here, 17, and that's the center.
Yeah, and you measured it to prove it to me, because I was like, how do you know?
I did.
Boom.
Yuck. That didn't taste good.
Eat the tape.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
now we just gotta do this line.
Yeah.
There it is, the dream come true. The tank worked out exactly like we wanted. You can't even see if there's tanks and cinder blocks behind it. You got to peek around the corner to go, oh, there's more.
Right.
Yeah, the light's lighting this 65 gallon, which is extra tall, really nicely. You guys at some point will see par, you know, and you'll see a full breakdown of this tank and all of that. We guessed it right, and it just clears just like we wanted. And you even have a power strip in here that comes mounted on these, which is pretty sweet. So, but for now, we just have the We have the water coming in up here, so it will do that. And then we also have it plugged into the power strip back here, the new Aquariumcoop light, and then we'll hook it up to a Casa Wi-Fi timer. Not bad at all. Super clear glass. I'm pretty sure the top is super clear, like the high ultra clear glass too, so I'm digging it. Yeah, there's always mess to clean up, but that came out pretty good, I think.
I like it.
Matches as close as we could to the walls. Might black out this side so it doesn't light up the wall like that.
Good point.
But
Yeah, that's a good point.
we just gotta wrap up the mess and put all the ladders and everything away. We can go eat. It's a race against time, Dean.
I know, but we did it.
We did do it. What, we started at 11. It's 7 something now, so a little more than 8 hours.
You know what I want to do before I leave?
What's that?
I want us to move that.
Just into place?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
One taco later. Hard shell only. Bite by the side.
All right, Dean's doing the final check back here for any leaks. It's 9:45 at night. We got through dinner, and now we finally have some water overflowing. I gotta put elbows in. I gotta order those up. Gotta turn the air on. Gotta get sponge filters in these.
I can see water going down. Is that amazing?
Yeah, you left that open so you could look, right?
I had to do that just for that.
Yep.
Flowing like a river.
Perfect. So now, once I get back from Europe, phase 2 can start, where we actually start ordering the stuff that's going to go in
Oh
here.
no, it's not cat food, it's oat milk.
You thought it was cat food? Turns out it's oat milk, huh?
Yeah.
Dean's got to get Greek yogurt and oat milk on the way home.
Trust me guys, I don't eat that stuff.
And with that, we'll see you next time.
You got it.
We hope you enjoyed this video. We actually picked another one that we thought you might like, so click on it right here.